chips.
chocolate. All these kids hoarding food in there.
That's why we have mice.
You want ants? Because that's how you get ants.
Do you guys watch Archer?
I
I've seen
don't.
it, yeah.
No.
Oh, okay. They have a similar saying.
They have a
This is-
similar scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a funny one with where they're like
There
on
we
this balloon, like a blimp.
Mhm.
If you can find it on YouTube or something, that would be.
Should I just look up Archer blimp scene?
Yeah, it's on a blimp.
Getting drunk in a school.
It's
Teachers
M
be
and
like.
and
Sorry, I
Nancy.
shouldn't say that. I work with kids.
You know what?
That's
That's a
not a
good
good
idea,
image.
actually. You know what? I have some bourbon right here. I'll drink half. You can have half.
Oh, we can sit. That's amazing.
Yeah.
No, sit in the.
I'm going to stand.
I remember when I was in school.
Yeah.
Oops.
I remember when I was in school. That shit was shit.
I remember
Yeah, that
earlier
shit sucked.
today.
I didn't like that. I didn't like it at
I
all.
remember earlier.
For you, it was. What are you talking about?
I'm sure we're really encouraging right now.
This year is gonna be like the 5th year since I've graduated.
Nice.
Nice.
That means you're halfway there to your high school reunion.
I guess so. Would I even go?
I didn't.
Mine.
I didn't go to mine either.
How
Only a
old
bunch
are
of
you
losers
guys?
go to their 10-year high school reunion.
No, I want to go to mine so that I can get all the drama that happened.
Jeez, Emma.
I'm nosy. I
Emma,
like
Emma
to know.
is. Emma is
That's
a
what Facebook is for now. Oh, you guys
I
are
don't have
not in that
Facebook.
generation. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Facebook.
Yeah, I
Oh.
can keep tabs on all my shitty high school friends with Facebook. It's
Bro,
Oh,
what are you
yeah.
talking about? I remember fucking Facebook.
But we had MySpace.
I had a MySpace
Yeah, MySpace
Yeah.
was.
I
fun.
remember when people
in
started,
high school.
like, I think there was one person that did ask me in, like, fucking elementary if I had a MySpace. But that was, like, right... That was right when people were not using MySpace anymore.
Yeah, my face.
MySpace.
Yeah, we didn't even know what we had.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
but it
didn't
was
get to use it.
Just
So.
ruthlessly exploiting
Wait, how
us
old
for
are
our
you
data.
two?
I'm in my
33.
30s.
Yeah.
I'm 37.
They're ancient.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're...
I'm 19.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Being 19 sucked.
Well, my being 19.
Oh,
Yeah,
yours is better.
the only birthday that matters as an adult is your 21st. So
And 25th because your insurance goes down.
that's
Car
true.
insurance.
Yeah.
So.
But
Things cost less.
no, that's your 26. At 26, you lose your parents' medical insurance.
Oh yeah, you do.
Yeah,
do.
that one too.
But by that time, your parents expect you to not have
Not be on it
not be
anymore.
on it anymore.
Oh, I don't know. Nowadays, that seems to be the norm, though.
True.
Well, you can't afford real estate, can't afford student loans. Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, we profit off the boomers that could afford those things for us. If they get upset about it, then that's kind of their fault.
Well, they didn't really teach. Like
Yeah,
they
thanks for
didn't really
nothing.
teach. Like what they should have did was like teach like taxes and
Apprenticeships
things.
or,
And
Yeah,
shit,
exactly. You know, like that's why school sucks. You know, like all the things I learned.
hated the times. Like I am a super night owl. Like my
same.
circadian rhythm is such that I want to be awake at night. So like having to wake up early in the morning
Yeah,
for school,
makes you
like I would get like
nauseous.
2 hours of sleep at night, and I was just
Oh,
burnt out
yeah.
all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that happened to me too.
Yeah, me too. Like all my friends and I, we would sit up playing like GameCube or playing music because we were all musicians. So, you know,
Yeah.
you just get that creative bug, and you're like, okay, what happens if we do a heavy metal riff here and then go into a country riff just for the hell of it? freak out the teachers.
We sit this way.
Speaking of expensive things, I saw a video that said if inflation stays like it is, like how how everything's getting expensive.
Yes.
Mhm.
A McDonald's in 50 years, a McDonald's burger will cost $55.
Mm.
Hmm.
Well,
Seems
Brazil-
legit. I think it
Brazil's
cost a
like
nickel,
that.
in 50 years ago.
Well, I'm expecting there to be a recession
There's
Oh,
probably
there's
going
gonna be
to
money. Yeah.
or
yeah.
a depression. A depression happens before a recession.
You don't even know.
Probably what will happen is there'll be a war because
Probably.
they like to use wars as a way to make the economy go, because like the Great Depression really happened because of World War One? Yeah,
Yeah,
because
World
of World War One. People were making so much bank off of weapons and stuff. And then when it was time for everyone to
12 years of tax cuts on the rich.
yeah,
Everyone... A lot of it was the banks. The banks
That's
screwed
true.
everyone over and started giving out too much money. And when people tried to go back to withdraw their money, people were withdrawing too much and the banks ran out of money.
Yeah. And then World War II happened, and then we had to make a lot of tanks and things, and metalworking became.
I don't know. Halcyon, what are we on? Our third recession now?
Yeah.
Third recession?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks, and everyone gets over it. A bunch of people die.
And everybody forgets about it. Everybody in power forgets about it.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah. Well, the same thing with the Bitcoin, right? The Bitcoin, all those tokens now, they're starting to lose their value. So,
yeah, like everyone's realizing, wait, Bitcoin's not real?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a physical thing that I can touch.
Oh, nice.
All right, well, we say we head back to the car here and just head back to the trailer park.
Sounds good.
We got through the helicopter, so next time we can, just leave town.
Okay, who uses 9mm ammunition?
Don't you?
We all
do.
kind of do. Yeah, we all do.
We all because I found 2 boxes.
Yeah, more.
Yeah.
A lot of us do, yeah.
Why are
much
there 2
anything you
just
find on
naked?
a zombie.
Why are there 3 just naked zombies out here?
There was a lot of them. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's just a thing in this city.
Oh, I guess
Maldra's the nudist capital of the United States. You didn't know.
I was gonna say streakers, but
I
works
said
too.
like demon stuff in the
Demon
forest.
stuff.
Demon stuff in the forest.
Definitely demon stuff. I can get behind that.
I mean, I guess it kind of depends on if they came from within the city or within the forest.
No,
It could also just
there's
be
a
the
glitch.
homeless population.
It's a mod. The mod's glitching. It's
They're all
taking away
gonna
all their
come.
items.
Oh,
when they
God.
die.
Oh, jeez. Ooh, yikes.
Oh, it's jammed. God damn it.
Hey, a mom van. Nice.
Your mom van. Yo, mama.
Yo, mama van. Although now we all have our own cars, basically.
Okay, here's a question for Halcyon and Axe.
No.
Because I'm a nerd, did either of you watch the 2003 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles when it came out?
No. I live
No.
under a rock.
You lived under a rock?
I know of it, but I watched the 1984 one. And
The
they cut
1984?
Yeah, and there was like a later seasons. I'm not sure if it was the 2003 one where they would mutate into like big muscular Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
That's...
We're
I
getting
think
sidetracked.
you're.
The car's
I
back
think
here.
that's 2003 because that's the only one I can think of that they're like
Okay.
muscular. Although there
Yeah.
is the Michael Bay movies where there's really like they're like
Yeah, those are
7
great.
feet tall.
Those guys.
Yeah, not that one.
Not those ones.
Dudes in
Yeah.
rubber turtle suits. Yeah,
Yeah.
love it.
That one's
But there's
on,
also
like,
the 1990 live action movies.
Yeah, that one's good.
Those ones I liked as a kid, but they also kind of freaked me out because the practical effects.
Yeah, especially if you can see the person's face in the mouth when they're talking. That's really scary looking.
Especially when I watched them as a kid for the first time.
We can go
But I just asked because whenever whoever said "Yo Mama" first sounded like a scene from 2003.
Oh, Yo Mama
TMNT.
is far older than that. That was like
Oh,
on
I
the
know, I know, but like,
circulated
there's just a scene
before the
where.
internet. Could you imagine how memes circulated before the internet? Like,
I
think it'd
imagine
be
it was.
worse.
I imagine that it was much more just like community based. Like it was just a bunch of dumb kids doing dumb shit, and now
Yeah.
it's like adults doing it too.
Yeah.
Like adults.
It's just a bunch of dumb kids doing dumb shit and telling their friends stupid shit, and then they tell their friends at another school, and like, information actually did spread like a lot that way. Like, just
I don't. It's
stupid
Yeah, like the
urban
Pokemon
legends,
like Pokemon game myths. Like Pokemon.
Yeah, we know what that is.
I
Like
don't-
random.
Yeah.
No, you're fine. I was just gonna be like, it's kind of weird how we relate to the same stuff, but like you experienced it as like young adults, teenagers, and I experienced like Natalie and I experienced it as like kids or young
God.
teens.
Yeah, like I grew up with like everything changing. You like used to be able to go outside, and your mom's like, "Okay, I'm going outside for like all day."
Well, look, that was just child abuse. Like, child abuse was common.
I
then.
mean, yes,
Yeah,
but like
yeah.
I remember Natalie and I doing that with our siblings too for like a
Yeah.
time. Like until I'd probably turn like 8
Okay,
or so.
Emma. The difference between them going outside and us going outside was they were allowed to go anywhere outside.
Yeah, like we could just
Yeah.
We
like,
were
walk miles away. You know?
We were
we
restricted
were
to our backyard.
yeah, and got in trouble if we even touched the road. You know? Okay, that's the difference, Emma.
Yeah.
Mm.
And then we started getting like the internet and stuff.
Yeah.
You know. And then it was like little communities
Oh, he's
like on
fine.
the internet.
Yeah, the internet was cool when it first started. It was all open source. Like nobody really owned anything. And then all the finance bros took over and ruined it, like they do everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm reading a bunch of maps. Hold on. Protect me.
David is still here and alive, thank God.
I got a Louisville map.
I
That
was
could be
worried for
useful.
him.
Oh, it actually was a map that I didn't have.
I had 3 Louisville maps.
The Louisville maps was kind of like filling out like a quest before then.
It kind of
before
is.
going there.
Let me see. Do I have all 4 Louisville maps now?
I mean, Riverside
Oh
map.
wait, no. There's more than 4.
Yeah, there's a 5th. There's like 6 of them or something like that. And
No,
they're not
there's not. There
numbered.
definitely
There's a
has.
lot.
There has to be more than 6.
They're not even numbered.
That's okay. Then that's probably 3. That's probably a 4th.
of the
There's
same
just
map.
this random. This is just this random like gap that looks like weird. So that's probably 4. That's probably a 5th. I'm
I've been
probably
chugging
missing
beer.
like. There's probably at least 6. But here's some more Louisville maps if anybody wants them.
I've been
Yeah.
chugging beer and alcohol like it is my job this entire session. Geraldo's still.
I
not gaining
drank
weight.
2 beer cans and 1 beer bottle. And then filled that bottle with water. Since my character is chronically thirsty, just like I am.
Yeah, this is where we live now. We're nomad
Big
trailer park people.
graves. What does that mean?
Big grave.
You can dig a
Oh,
grave.
it means I can dig a grave.
Yeah.
Oh, we never buried Lily. She's still laying in the parking lot. Poor
Oh,
Lily.
no.
Who's
Oops.
Lily?
That was me. Before I
Oh.
got bit and died. You missed
my
like
name again?
you missed.
Oh,
quite a
my name is D. Bernstein.
Dean Bernstein. Let's see. My new name. Oop. Where'd the health thing go? My bad.
Guys, we should just name our characters ripoffs of like cartoon shows.
Yeah. I'm like
Like somebody
Karina-
is like. Sorry, go ahead. Who
Oh,
are
I'm
you?
like Karina Vick. That's my character's new name.
I'm washing me and my clothes right now, guys.
Did you guys watch Cowboy Bebop?
No.
I tried to get into it, but I couldn't.
I saw it
I
when it was on
didn't like
TV. Like when it was on TV, it was the coolest thing ever because there's nothing else on TV like it.
It's
We
still
Um,
kind of nothing like
it's
it.
still pretty cool. I'd
It's
say.
like the last time they did hand drawn animation too.
Hmm
I
Yeah, a
like
lot of stuff is on rigs now. Most
so
things are on rigs now.
cause I also draw a lot, so like when I saw that, I'm like, oh, this is neat. And then I saw Akira, which they have all the layers. So every time you see like a piece of glass, an explosion, the light's bouncing off it. So they're doing all these layers.
Yeah.
Wait, you draw too?
Yes.
Nice. I
Yeah,
draw as well.
yeah, I can do it with both my hands at the same time.
I cannot do that. I kind of want to like train myself to be able to, but I gotta learn how to write with my left hand first.
You just need to. Well, the one thing to think about when you're using your left hand is if you use ink, pens are made to be pulled, not pushed. So if you're writing with your left hand, it keeps the ink from coming out. So you're gonna have a little bit harder time.
Gotcha.
And
Much better.
you have to change the orientation of your paper a little bit,
Mm.
and everything's kind of like the opposite.
Are you originally
You
left-handed or right-handed?
I don't know really.
You know,
I
you just naturally use both, so you're just.
yeah, and then the teacher's like, "Don't use your left hand," so I'd hide it. So I
You're
figured out how.
probably.
Oh, you're probably one of those people that can just use both.
Yeah, you're probably ambidextrous.
Well,
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
yes, you
I'm
are
I'm
ambidextrous. There's no
left-handed.
probably about it, but.
So like I'm left-handed, and I've been since birth. And my dad was left-handed, so like he knew to look out for it, so that they didn't like force right-handedness on me.
Yeah.
But it is something they do, and it is a right-handed world. Like, man, goddamn, Kelsey
Unfortunately,
Smith
yes.
Yeah,
in
they
second
actually
grade. There was
they
one pair of left-handed scissors in the classroom, and there were two of us that were left-handed, and I never got the left-handed scissors. I had to learn to
Oof.
use my right hand.
Yeah. And the reason for that is when you use your left hand on right-handed scissors, it pulls the blades apart just by the friction of you squeezing down. So that's
Yep.
why you have to use the right hand. I always wonder,
So
I'm like,
like I
what?
used to use,
Go
I
ahead.
learned to use my right hand so much that I'm basically ambidextrous, because like you have to use your right hand for a lot of things.
Yeah, you're like my dad actually. He was mixed hand. Um, but for some reason I just naturally did it. There's certain things like I can't play guitar left-handed. I can play it right-handed, but flipping it upside down to play, like my arm hits the volume knobs and stuff. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and like I can write two different letters at the same time, but I can't write like two separate words. It has to be in the same word, so I can remember
You're
the same.
okay. So like, there's. Sorry, I interrupted you. My bad.
No problem.
But like, there's a thing in psychology where like the left and right brains are like they are connected. They do like share like communication, but like they do control their own different parts of the body. So you probably have like people who are ambidextrous, and like you in particular, you're able to separate those communications and be able to use both hands simultaneously doing different stuff.
Yeah.
And you
No,
can
I
do. Go ahead.
it does make me a little bit slower compared to a person who can just use one hand. You like as you throw something at me, depending on what angle I'm standing at, then I'll just use whatever is more comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I have a hard time like if you want me to write with both my hands, I can't remember like the words. So if you're spelling something to me, it has to be in groups of three, like ALE, and you have to give me a
Mm-hmm.
second to let me write it before you start again, because I can't remember like the whole sentence. That's
Yeah.
just a problem I have myself. Because, I don't practice this anymore with typing and everything now.
Yeah. But
So,
But speaking of, we were talking earlier about how things have changed throughout Halsnai's life. Like something that's so much better is the internet, and like being able
yeah.
to know things.
Mm-hmm.
hmm
Like before the internet, for you to know that, like you would have had to go to the library. You
Well,
wanted to
I
find out about the brain. You'd
well
have to go to
actually
the
I learned it in
library,
it.
hope there was a
I learned it
book.
in a I learned it in a psychology class.
Yeah, or go to school to
but
learn.
like but like I get what you mean. Yeah.
Um, it's like it's just so much harder to know anything. So like you just walk around believing shit that's completely wrong because
Yeah.
there was no way of ever knowing.
I mean, this game is like that. You get a bunch of YouTubers and they tell you things, and some of
You're
them
just
are
like,
just
this
wrong.
this shit ain't true.
Yeah, that's
Oh man.
why I'm always scared to make like informational videos. Is like, what if I'm wrong about it?
Yeah,
Oh.
don't make tutorials or anything for this game because it's gonna change so much that it's
Oh,
just
yeah.
gonna debate.
Yeah. Like my knowledge when I did all my testing doesn't really. Certain
But it's
things
like,
matter still, but
But I
um,
mean, even about like games that I know everything about, like Minecraft, I feel like I'll still get something wrong.
I mean, there's always going to be somebody that goes, "Oh, well, you could have done this," but you have to remember they're not the one putting the time editing the video. They they're just out there to mess with you. But
Yeah.
it gets to
Oh,
me too. Like in the videos that I make a game. They released it back in October. It's like a Street Fighter game, but you go. It's like a beat 'em up. So it takes like 2 hours to play the whole thing, and it's really hard to play. And
Yeah.
there's always somebody from a different country. It's like you could have done better, or you did this. But then a lot of people are supportive, and I am
Yeah.
pretty decent at it. I'm relatively good, like all the other good players who spend their whole life playing fighting games. So for me to keep up, that's something. So
Yeah.
just my
I
pile of
always
money.
yeah, big pile of money. So if you're always worried about someone, there's always going to be somebody, and it's really
Yeah.
hard to deal with them because that's the one thing that you concentrate on, you focus on. It's like, oh yeah, I could have done something, but in reality, it's like,
Yeah.
yeah,
You know, everybody's just their own person going about their life, and generally, like things they aren't even. It ain't about you, bro. You know, like people aren't doing things thinking about you. They're just going about their life. You know.
there's some people that just sit online and go out of their way to ruin people's day, and
Oh yeah, I got one of those on the server the other day. You probably saw on the
oh yeah.
my multiplayer server. I advertised it, and some asshole came in and started immediately breaking every single rule in a row.
Uh,
oh yeah, I've dealt with some people like that.
Yeah, it's just fucking annoying. So I banned him and moved on with my life. But I'm like,
hmm.
why would you spend your time doing that? I don't understand.
Well, some people like to ruin other people's fun, and they think that that's actually fun
Yeah, I guess.
in a sadistical kind of way,
Yeah,
not like
they
a.
think it's
Yeah.
fun, but it's not. It's just stupid.
Yeah, but like a lot of people aren't open-minded. They'll say that they're open-minded, but they don't think about like other people's point of view.
I took too many boxes of
Where did you
I'm making
go?
a fairy ring around David out of beer
Oh,
cans.
I lost connection apparently.
Okay.
Oh,
Like I'm like I'm by the question mark.
Yeah, I saw you there, and then you were not there anymore.
I lost connection.
it looks like you're barefoot, but like
Looks like what?
you're barefoot.
Oh,
Oh,
me?
looks like I'm barefoot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, with
Oh,
the desert boots on.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I got like tan socks too. That's like almost the exact same color.
Oh,
I think that's what that
Damn.
is. Or maybe. Oh wait. Is that what that is? No. My socks were
Every day
green.
I'm shuffling.
oh, you just had short socks.
Yeah.
Those just go up really high.
Okay, question for Halcyon and or Axe. Have y'all ever built your own PCs before?
Yes.
Yeah. The
What's
last
the
three I've
cheapest
owned.
one? What's the cheapest one you've ever built?
Like $800, but I wanted a
800.
good one.
Yeah, but like for today, right? Not like in the past.
Yeah, like for
Oh
today,
well,
not.
yeah. If today it would cost way more than that, probably like
Yeah,
Yeah.
so for me, I built my computer in 2020 or 21, right before all the crazy graphics card things started happening. So
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
my
Bitcoin.
parts. Yeah, the miners got everything. I'm trying to think because like when I ordered my processor, I got like a better one. I got a 10 core one by accident. because I got a 9900K, which is like an 8-core Intel 8-core. But then Newegg sent me like an 855K or whatever with the 10-core chip. And I'm like, oh, this is good.
To save
Um,
money on building my computer, though, I would always build a generation back from like the latest
Current
technology.
or
yes.
latest
Like I wouldn't buy used parts because that's just asking for getting your identity
trouble.
stolen.
Yeah,
And,
like
yeah.
RAM, you want to buy all your RAM together because RAM is funny because there's
Yeah.
different batches
You
of
can
RAM.
steal your identity and shit with used parts, so I don't get the used parts. But if you go like a couple generations back, it gets cheaper and cheaper, you know. And it's powerful enough to run most games, like Minecraft. You know, it'll run Minecraft like a champ.
Yeah. Yeah, like those 1060 cards, those were like an anomaly where they were just good for so long.
Mm-hmm.
I might
Uh,
Well, the
have
thing is that the reason
Yeah.
I'm asking is I got like a YouTube video recommended to me, but it made me remember I need to upgrade my computer because it's
Mhm.
needed one real bad for several years, and I only have hand-me-down parts.
Right. I mean,
So I don't even know how old all my stuff is.
yeah, so what I did was I bought the best top of the line stuff for the last generation of that queue of parts. So they're never gonna make any more parts. So I have the best well tested parts, from the 2019 or something. Now you have like DDR5 and things. You have this new technology. So I would kind of stay away from that.
Okay.
Um but like
Where did all the cars go? I don't see.
well they're here.
Okay, then
It
I'm gonna
depends
move
on
over
how
here.
much
Real
money you have because the more that you can spend, you want more like you don't
it's
want to be
expensive.
yeah. It's hard because I don't know your budget. Um
I
like
don't know my budget yet either.
Trying to figure out if you can have a budget.
yeah. So like I can tell you my philosophy and if I were like if you're like really good at editing, you're really good at Photoshop, right? So you actually can make money with your stuff.
I could if I tried. If I put it
Yeah.
out there to
Emma, you just gonna make it a
make the
business
money.
Yeah,
expense,
I
huh?
mean, rendering my video 20 minutes faster isn't really gonna make that much difference, you know,
Yeah.
as far as hardware affecting this kind of stuff.
I
So
don't see the cars. Hold on, I'm gonna relog.
okay.
I
Like
don't know if we should
if
keep going. Maybe we just hang out.
yeah, we could like
Other
get
game.
out of the game. We can get
Yeah.
out
Oh,
of the game
okay, that's fine.
and keep talking.
That's chill.
This is the spot. We've been
So
standing here for like 2 days, I think.
yeah,
Yeah.
not doing anything. So like the way that I think about it is depending on what your budget is, you probably want something that's an 8-core